Something feels odd here. Be on your guard. Guess I misread the landing.
Ah, the spray from this waterfall feels so good.
Seriously. Makes the sweat I worked up getting here all worth it.
Don't get too wet now, you two, or else you'll catch a cold.
There.
Little help!
Anything in armor is all mine.
Damn it!
It's a
Now let's see what I can do.
Dragon Swarm!
May a thousand gales carry
Got
you
fire!
I've got
Ignite!
this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Eat dirt!
This is bad, right?
Yes, Alphen, it's very bad!
I don't feel so good.
Okay,
Here I go!
Down!
Dragon Swarm! Blast the shot!
Who wants to die next?
Ready and raring.
Great!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope there wasn't food.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen Sion actually look closer. Astral energy!
Say no more!
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
Coming through!
Dragon Swarm!
Can't get out of this.
It's almost too strong.
Then I'll split it open.
Be my guest!
Now!
In an instant! Impact block!
Glacial Spear! Pierce
I'm
the
not
evil!
done.
Illuminate the dark! I never miss! Blood liver! Confiscated!
Now you see what I can do.
By the Dragon Do it! Lost!
Demons descend. Flashing fang.
Looks like we won.
There it is. That's our target.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Illuminate the dark!
Dragon Swarm!
Holy Land!
Slash!
Anything in armor is all mine.
But they're vicious!
You're mine! Come one, come all!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for you
Not
truly!
today! Not again!
Igneous, make it rain!
Zara, frozen!
Hammer.
Nicely done! Do it!
Almost.
Astral energy!
Say no more! Hey, I'm pretty lucky. An opponent like this should be easy.
Here I go!
Armor won't save you.
Dragon Swarm!
Inferno! Mind if I do? Look now! Is it hot?
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Don't get complacent.
Is that the Zugel we're looking for?
Go no further!
Ready and ready.
Thanks, Sion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Dragon Swarm!
Be careful, everyone. This one isn't normal. Take this! Dragon Swarm! We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back. Dragon Swarm!
Searing flame! Reload! Now! Astral energy!
Say no more.
I can feel my precision improving. We've reached our destination. Yeah. See?
Hey!
Yeah. No. You did?
Really?
Yeah.
What's gotten into him?
He says, instead of making a Zoogle sign, we should be making a Hoodle sign.
He's feeling threatened by a rival.
No way! All right. Having to inform a mother her son died isn't an easy thing to do.
But if not us, then who? That's why we have to find her.
Sorry.
Yes.
All right.
How can she think of putting her son to rest as work?
Because that's the way people were made to think about every aspect of their lives.
I know she doesn't mean anything bad by it. I know that, but
It looks like she went out of town to take care of her son's body.
That's a little concerning.
There's Zoogles roaming around out there. We should follow after her.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Yes.
What?
Hmm? Hmm?
I'm afraid not.
I'm sorry.
Rinwell.
Huh?
Phew.
Hmm?
Good.
Right.
That little speech you gave back there was pretty impressive, Alphen.
If you call letting your emotions get the better of you impressive, sure.
It made them stop fighting with each other, right? However you managed it, you knocked some sense into Rinwell and Dohalim, and that mother.
Yeah. I can see my decision to travel with you was well made.
Something's eating at you again, huh?
I don't know if I would say that. I mean... Actually, I guess I do have one or two things on my mind. My people, we lived in hiding, so we never really experienced the full extent of Renan oppression. Not directly, anyway. After Almadria killed my mother and father, though, I guess that's when I started hating them so much. The Renans, I mean. But then I think of all those people who were born into slavery. The ones who never even got angry in the first place because it was all they ever knew.
I hear you. Every city we've been to, it's the Resistance that gets labeled the troublemakers for having the guts to do the right thing.
When it comes down to it, sometimes I wonder which of us really has the better way.
You can't let your anger eat away at you, Rinwell. But then again, losing your parents that way... Hell, who could really blame you for it if you did? I guess what I'm trying to say is... sorry. Hell, it's hard putting this stuff into words.
No, I get it. You're saying that grief and anger are different than hatred. I never thought of it like that. But hearing you say it, it makes sense. Thanks, La.
You're welcome? I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
That's no ordinary enemy I see over there.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
The
I
flame
never
inside me
miss.
yearns to be let free. Not today. Dragon form.
Your wings won't save you from... This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. Not a chance. Dragon form. Got fire.
I've got astral energy!
Say no more. Got.
Well done!
My turn.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
We should be able to cook here.
With all this money, I'd kill for a night out on the town.
No gambling. You got that?
Boring old fuddy-duddy.
It feels kind of surreal to make people happy with something I made.
I'll see you again tomorrow.
What joy to be sated. May I know this satisfaction evermore.
I think we've helped these people just about as much as we can. They're going to need more long-term aid than we can provide on our own.
You're right. We need to ask the other realms to send help, and fast. Another reason to hurry and find a way out of Ganath Haros.
Agreed. We'll start looking for a way out tomorrow. For now, we should spend the day resting up while we can.
What?
What's that noise?
Alphen, this is bad! Look at the sky!
Huh?
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dahna.
Not just into Dahna, but our own resistance too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dahna is going to be hollowed into oblivion!
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsef, too. You saw her, right, Shion? Shion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelagian.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renin top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganath Haros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cislodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must be Rena's true power.
I imagined there would be something, but not to this extent.
What's gonna happen now?
We ask around. Let's do what we can.
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dahna, did anyone else see any weird lights shoot out with it?
Indeed. As I recall, it was 4 lights, each one a different color and going in a separate direction.
That's what I saw too. What were they?
Hold on. A lot just happened here, so let's take a minute. For now, let's focus on one thing at a time.
I bet the whole of Dahna's losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated. As if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Pelagian seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave, that's for sure.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dahna's astral energy as we speak. Come on. We don't have much time.
Where are these Forland Mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lavtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't hurt to look again.
We finally made it.
Look lively! Hoodle and I are raring to go!
Isn't it past your bedtime?
Says the guy who can't stop yawning.
I'll see you again tomorrow.
It's a brand new day, everyone. Let's greet the dawn.
A laudable sentiment.
Hey, is Dohalim's shirt on backwards?
Suffice it to say, mornings aren't his strong suit.
Armored soldiers!
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
All glory unto Volron!
Lay down your arms, and no one has to get hurt.
Silence! Traitors like you shall never walk free!
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic.
Lunar Heart!
Dragon!
Now! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Shut!
Well done!
You're mine! Curry! Lay inside me! You're to be let free! Slam the shot! Dragon swirl!
Make it rain!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! My turn! Not today!
Looking good out there.
Just getting started.
That's the spirit.
You get to
Take
get
no
started.
prisoners.
You fight better at a distance.
Demons descend! Flashing bang!
What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go. I don't know when it happened, but we sure are hauling a lot of stuff these days.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Glad to hear I'm not the only one.
We should probably clear some stuff out, like our old weapons we're not using anymore. They must be in pretty bad shape by now.
No way. Those are still good as new with a little polishing. If anything, I'd say all our armor is what's weighing us down.
But that armor's also still good once you fix it up. Besides, better to have too much armor than too little. You can trust me on that one.
Well, what about all these dumb old antiques we're lugging around? If we sell those off, that should lighten our load.
Simpletons such as yourself who can't appreciate the true worth of such things is how precious art vanishes from history.
Pretty art's not gonna save you in a fight, man.
Stop it, you guys! This is no time to...
All I really meant to say is, you can tell how much we've been through by everything we're carrying around. Honestly, that's all.
Oh.
My deepest apologies. It appears that I may have rather overreacted.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural we'd have so many souvenirs by now. I might have been out of line too.
I guess all this stuff really is a sign of how far we've come together.
Yeah, every little piece is its own treasure filled with memories.
Haha! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Dahna master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Dahna master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Dahnan techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler, only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better. Could be a lot worse.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then. Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
No wonder we couldn't manage to find them. They've been holed up here all this time, hiding.
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an ambush on Pelegion?
Possibly. Then again, knowing how blind their devotion is, maybe they were just waiting.
Waiting? For Volron, you mean?
Even though we already defeated him? But yes, I suppose you're right. For these guys, that would just be a technicality. They act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably still in denial that he was overthrown in the first place.
Either that, or they were biding their time until the next crown contest. Either way, their allegiance is to their lord.
Who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait patiently in preparation for the day that he finally does. That's way more than just loyalty. It's no less than total subjugation.
way.
No further!
Falling storm!
Dragon down!
Take this!
Explosive ring!
Do it!
In an instant! Impact cross! Not a chance! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! You're mine!
Make it rain!
Dahna! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclops! Sword and shield!
A classic combination.
You've noticed it, haven't you?
Notice what?
I'm referring to Shion.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renis Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renis Alma, she would be more dismayed, and yet she isn't. Why? There's also the matter of the power that she inherited from...
You heard what she said. She didn't know about the Maiden's power.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfolding around us. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Delpharis. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renans had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Shion exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. And let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Shion, or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree?
An opponent like this should be easy.
This one's mine!
Take this!
Hurricane Foot! Not in your dreams!
Dragon Swarm!
I can shatter any steel!
In an instant! Impact cross! My turn! Dragon Swarm!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for you, truly! Do it! They're surrounding astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory!
The flame inside
Naturally.
me yearns to be let free!
Came between heaven and earth!
Dragon Swarm!
Make your way!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
It's obvious that people used to go through here in order to get to the other realms.
You think Volron really did seal it off to keep it hidden then?
Seems like it. Those soldiers we encountered might have known about it, and chosen to hide out here.
But with the entrance collapsed and exposed, they must have been forced to come out of hiding.
Right, here goes!
I announced it!
Dragon Swarm!
Crescent move! Saya! Instant!
Armor won't save you! Take this!
Gemini Aqua!
Switch, make it rain!
Flying for astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well
Not a
done!
chance. Dragon Swarm!
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Purge malevolence! Waterfall!
Switch
now!
Alphen!
Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Dragon form! Burn in hell!
This one's mine! This one's mine!
I never fit! Is that statue wielding art? Now I see everything!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that wasn't proven.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Xion actually with clusters. I can do this all day!
I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over.
Who said anything about letting off?
To stop you dying?
Now! Astral energy! Full throttle!
A flawless victory.
You're mine!
Naturally!
It's over! I'm not done!
Do it, time to
Come
shine!
on!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
I've been doing really great lately. I see supplies and other signs people were living here. Even Zoogle cages.
Definitely looks like this is where the remnants of Volron's forces hold themselves up. Yeah.
They were hiding in a place like this all along.
An opponent like this should be easy. Burn in hell! Dragon form!
Going in. You wanna play? Then come at me. On guard.
Swallow blade! Dragon form!
On guard.
You got fire!
I got this! Let a marksman handle it!
You're mine! All yours!
Don't mind if I do! They're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Ridwell.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine.
I thought you more
I think we
defensively
can get through
minded.
this defense via threat elimination.
So the best defense is a good offense.
Going in.
Lewis Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
That extra training paid off.
This might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
No choice!
Glacial Spear!
Here's the evolving storm!
Can't handle me, can you?
Tree Wheelster, ready!
Take this!
Mine.
Lunar corruption!
Dragon form!
Lunar blast! Hurricane foot!
Explosive ring!
Do it! Xion, astral energy! Full throttle!
A flawless victory.
Lewis
Naturally!
Dragon form!
Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Not a chance! Damn it! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Wow. Look what I just found.
This will be a delicious piece of cake! This one's mine!
I'm not done!
Sealed by the power of the
Dragon Form!
Gemini Aqua! Flaming Meteor!
Swallow Blade!
Raging Storm!
Dragon Form!
Radiant Light! Here!
I don't feel like my usual self. You all right?
Let me handle this one.
So sorry to disappoint you.
Now! You're mine!
I thought you more defensively minded.
Defense via threat elimination.
So the best defense is a good offense.
Could have been worse. My word, this must be the work of Providence.
Prava what now?
It means destiny. I think it's a bit of an exaggeration, though.
How much do they have to steal from us to be satisfied?
What's that thing's purpose, anyway? Some kind of siphon that sends the astral energy the Lords harvested to Lenegis?
Not as far as I'm aware. That said, it has become evident since the forming of the Renis Alma, as well as other recent events, that my insight may be thin. I would, as I believe the saying goes, take what I say with a grain of salt.
Dohalim.
At the very least, I believe we can assume that whoever is pulling the strings behind the scenes has had this in the works for quite some time.
Why's that?
The people on Lenegis may have plenty of resources at their disposal, but not even they could prepare something like that in a mere month. Something of that magnitude takes considerable time, as well as a predetermined goal in mind.
Then what was the crown contest for?
At this stage, I think it was but one step in the greater scheme we see unfolding before us. What that scheme is exactly, I haven't a clue. For now, I believe we should keep moving. The path continues. It's quite possible it will take us all the way to Cyslodia.
Agreed. Let's keep moving.
So Shion's thorns are dark astral energy.
Rinwell. Are you worried about Shion?
Of course I am. But I don't know how to talk to her about it.
You and me both.
Come to think of it, what happened to those 4 lights that fell from Lenegis along with the wedge?
All 4 of them scattered in different directions. It's anyone's guess where on Dahna they might have landed.
I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like those lights may have all been different elements of astral energy.
So even though they're using the wedge to siphon off energy from Dahna, they're shooting it back down to Dahna as well? Why?
I don't know. It all happened so suddenly.
Hopefully it's not a sign of some new threat we'll have to deal with.
But if that red woman has anything to do with the wedge, then what could that light...
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh?
The Red Woman. Shion and Dohalim said they'd never seen her before Pelagian.
Are you saying they're lying to us?
No, it's not that I think they're lying, just... there has to be some reason for it, right?
Well, one thing the 2 of them have in common is that they're both Renins.
Okay, you 2. Put a pin in it for now. I know that we're in the dark about a lot, but for now, let's focus on getting through these mountains.
Yeah, of course.